Good evening, I'm Sarah Diamond. Josh Smith has the night off. The Tennessee Board of Regents gave him $17,000 worth of performance bonuses, but East Tennessee State University's president did not cash the checks. Instead, he donated the money to ETSU because he said it was the right thing to do.
I receive a base compensation. It's more than I ever dreamed of making. And I took the bonus that I received from the state and I gave it back to the university.
As we told you at 5, Dr. Brian Noland, who already makes $305,000 a year, donated his bonuses to help pay for everything from new library books to university events. He only told us about it when we asked what the university was doing to continue to improve employee pay. The president of the Faculty Senate is not surprised by the gesture. In an update to a community watchdog investigation last December, Nate Morabito found out pay is on the rise.
Sarah, the Faculty Senate continues to put its trust in Dr. Noland when it comes to his efforts to try and increase pay. ETSU passed along an across-the-board 2% raise this year, but my data analysis found several others received even better increases. 8 people, many of them professors and instructors, got raises of 20% or more. Despite the gains, the university, though, still has a long way to go.
We didn't get into the position we're in overnight, and we're not going to crawl out of it overnight.
From the top to the bottom, Dr. Brian Noland says employee pay at East Tennessee State University continues to lag behind the nation when it comes to similar institutions. Take professors, for example. According to the most recent data, no matter their title, their salaries are always near the bottom of the list.
I'd like to see us be able to move those salaries and make us much more competitive.
The university has given some employees some nice raises. In the last year, state records reveal significant increases for a handful of faculty and staff. As we told you last year, occasionally ETSU gives increases to employees who have job offers elsewhere in an effort to keep them here.
You have talented individuals and other institutions look to lure them away, and in cases where we feel that we have the resources, we do our best to put a competitive offer and a match on the table.
Budget constraints prevented the university from making widespread salary improvements last year. But with this year's 2% raise, Dr. Noland says things are moving in the right direction.
My hope is that year after year after year we can make investments in salary.
It appears faculty members have faith in him. The president of the Faculty Senate told us, quote, "Where salaries are not where we want them to be, there's evidence that President Noland is committed to getting them there. We trust him. Is anybody happy with their salary? Probably not. We are comfortable that this is still on the forefront for him." End quote. Nate Morabito, News Channel 11, in your corner.
The university recently created a new equity committee made up of just faculty and staff to continue to come up with a plan. According to our data analysis, the average pay for a full-time ETSU employee is $54,000. Well, Northeast State Community College is wrapping up a multi-year $1.5 million effort that significantly increased the salaries of most of its employees. 4 years after commissioning a compensation study, this college is in its final stages of improving employee pay. Several years ago, 70% of Northeast State's employees were paid much less than their peers. Barring a few adjustments, the president says all employees should now be making market value.
It's not easy to do part of the group at a time because you get some people there and then the other people are still hanging back. But over 3 years, we've been able to do that.
Dr. Gilliam says she is proud of the college's efforts, and unlike ETSU, instead of giving a 2% across-the-board raise this year, Northeast State chose to dedicate money to its equity plan.